Hello, my name is Jasmine G, and I'm a part of Group 11. And today I will be talking about my movie analysis for the movie The Firm. The Firm is a movie based on a student that's in law school, and his name is Mitch. Mitch attends Harvard Law School. He is about to graduate, he's about to take his bar exam. And he's been applying for different jobs, trying to get the best opportunity that he can get. And he went on numerous of interviews where he didn't accept any of them except the last one that he went on. Now, all the interviews were basically the same, telling him how much he was going to get paid, the benefits of it, and all that. Now, the last interview that he did do was a little bit different. The questions that they asked to me was different. They asked him about his family, like his values, like stuff on that level. None of the firms before then didn't ask him anything about his family. They was just, hey, you can start working tomorrow. They was ready for him to work. The firm was more concerned on what his family life was like. They were questioning him about, was his mother still alive, his daddy, was like, did he have any siblings, was he married, did he have any kids? Because basically the firm saw that if you had a structured family in your life, that you would be good for the firm. So that's why at a party that him and his wife Abby attended, the one of the wives of one of his co-workers was telling her, oh, you just need to have a child. It will be okay. Everything will be okay. Just have a child. You don't have to work. Working is just an option if you want to work. So the ladies that Abby was talking to, Mitch's wife, told her that if you have a child, it will take your mind off of everything. Everything will be okay. The years will run by smoothly. So basically the whole firm saw that having your wife be a stay-at-home wife and have kids will promote a stable life. Basically, like, you go to work, you go home, everything is a-okay. So Mitch, first day, he's introduced to a man named Avery. Avery is basically Mitch's mentor. So Avery takes Mitch under his wings. He show him where his office is. He introduces him to everybody that's in the firm, who he needs to know, who he should know, and also just show him the ropes. So Avery and Mitch took a business trip to the Cayman Islands, and Avery had met up with one of the firm's clients and was telling him about what he needs to do with his money, with taxes and everything. But the client wasn't listening to Avery. So Avery was sort of impressed with what Mitch just did, because he made Avery look real good. Because the man was confused, like, who are you? Like, what are you even doing here? But it worked in Avery's favor and also Mitch's, because the client. The firm had recently suffered from two deaths of two coworkers, basically, and it all happened at the Cayman Islands. And the way it happened gave Mitch suspicions on what really happened in the Cayman Islands. So he basically did his research and went to the scene on, like, where the deaths happened, because supposedly the two co-workers had drowned in the water. So he went to the boat station and talked to the owner to see basically who was there when it happened, and like what were they doing. So as Mitch heads back to Avery's hotel room, he went in on his own, because he had the keys to Avery's hotel room also. And Avery tells him to, hey, grab a beer, sit in the little lock. So Mitch took it upon himself to look in a totally different place while Avery was in his room still getting ready to head out for the night. So Mitch went into, it was a closet that the key was on a keychain for the closet, and he went in there and he saw it was boxes of files that had different people names on it that worked for the firm, but it had so many different names of people that he felt like something wasn't right about this picture. Like, why does he have all of these files all the way in Cayman? Why are they not back in office, basically? So when Avery and Mitch went out for the night, Mitch did hang out with Avery for the majority of the night, but Avery was with this lady, and Mitch, he was talking to one of the lady friends, and he was telling her like, "Hey, I'm married. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to do my own. I'm gonna go back to my room, basically." But he had another agenda on his mind. Mitch was walking on the beach. I guess he was like taking a shortcut back to Avery's hotel room, and he stumbled upon this girl being what it appears to be like sexually assaulted. So he came to her rescue, and she claimed that the girl had claimed that she had a sprung ankle. And of course he tried to help and see if she would feel better, and somehow he was seduced by the lady. And now Mitch didn't think anything of it. Like, he didn't think anybody saw him messing around with the lady on the beach, but he didn't know that there were pictures being taken of him. So as Mitch and Avery are supposed to be heading back home, back to Memphis, Mitch basically took a detour to go see his brother that was in jail. And he hadn't seen his brother in a long time. Basically, like, he acted like his brother was non-existent. But I guess something while working at the firm sparked something in him to go see his brother. And he received information about one of his brother's cellmates that was now a private investigator. So Mitch took a trip to the private investigator and asked him, like, "Hey, could you look into these two deaths? I don't think they really died that way. I think they were potentially murdered." So the private investigator, he was like, "Okay, I can look into it for you, since you're my old cellmate's brother, and he loved you. He always talked about you. So yeah, I'll do this for you for free." And he did. And he ended up getting in trouble because what the firm was doing was very unethical. So Mitch wanted to stand up to the firm. Like, he even told the firm, like, "Hey, the FBI agents came and got me and told me all about the bad things y'all been doing," but they just left it off like, "Oh, don't believe it. You believe that? They just harassing you." But deep down inside, Mitch knew that y'all are not what y'all seem to be, which is true. Mitch then makes a deal with the FBI agents. He told the FBI agents, "If you get my brother out of jail, and I think $1.2 million, I'll give you the files." So the FBI agent was like, "Okay, I can do that for you." They got his brother out of jail. And so then after they got the brother out of jail, they wanted like the files, at least some of the files. But Mitch said, "No, you have to give me the money too, half of the money. Then I'll give you your files." And the FBI agent basically thought like he was toying with them, which he was. But yeah, Mitch then take it upon himself to meet up with the bad guys, like the bad clients that the firm was representing, because they were part of the mafia. And he makes a deal with them, a deal that they really couldn't resist, because if they decline his offer, they would go to jail. he probably would have went to jail. Well, he would have been disbarred. So he basically covered all his bases. Like he saved his job from making a deal with the bad guys. And he basically turned on the FBI. Like he gave the FBI what they wanted, but then again, the FBI wanted the bad guys, but that didn't happen. So at the end of the movie, basically, Mitch quits his job working for the firm, and him and Abby gets into their old car, not the company car that was given to them. They got in their old rugged car and drove back to their hometown. They left the home that they were given. They didn't even care about it anymore.